Let me ask you, if everything you've been waiting for falls into place, like if your income increases, if you finally had the time, if people you're counting on finally decides to step up and help you, if all the conditions are right, would you really be able to perform and move forward to progress? Close your eyes, and now, let's shift the mindset. What if the key to achieving greatness isn't waiting for the world around you to change, but lies within your own power to transform? Imagine being able to face life's storms with unwavering calm, to turn obstacles into opportunities, and to unlock potential you never knew you had. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided emperors and entrepreneurs alike through the toughest of times. Get ready to discover how focusing on your inner development can help you achieve what seems unimaginable and find the strength to thrive in any circumstance. Let's delve deeper into two key Stoic concepts that form the bedrock of personal transformation: apatheia and ataraxia. These aren't just fancy Greek words, but powerful mental states that can revolutionize how you face life's challenges. Apatheia, often misunderstood as apathy, is actually a state of mind free from irrational passions. Imagine making decisions with crystal clear clarity, unmuddied by emotional turmoil. Pair this with ataraxia, a profound inner peace that remains unshaken by external chaos, and you've got a formidable mental toolkit. As we explore these concepts and other Stoic principles, you'll discover how to cultivate a mind that's not just resilient, but primed for greatness. This isn't about suppressing emotions or detaching from life. It's about mastering your inner world to thrive in the outer one. Apatheia and calmness. Imagine your mind as a vast ocean. Emotions are the waves that ripple across its surface, sometimes gentle, sometimes stormy. Apatheia, often misunderstood as emotionlessness, is actually the ability to navigate these waters with a steady hand, regardless of the weather. It's about being the captain of your ship, not a piece of driftwood tossed about by every wave. In our modern world of constant notifications, social media drama, and 24/7 news cycles, cultivating apatheia is more crucial than ever. Picture yourself in a heated argument with a colleague. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and anger clouds your judgment. This is where apatheia comes into play. Instead of lashing out or shutting down, you observe these physical and emotional reactions without being controlled by them. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the essence of apatheia. It doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather developing the ability to respond to them rationally. When you receive a harsh email from your boss, instead of immediately firing back or spiraling into anxiety, take a moment. Breathe. Analyze the situation objectively. This pause, this moment of clarity, is apatheia in action. By cultivating apatheia, you're not just improving your emotional regulation, you're revolutionizing how you interact with the world. You become less reactive and more responsive. Decisions are made with clarity rather than clouded by emotional turbulence. In a world that often feels like a storm of stimuli and stressors, apatheia is your anchor, allowing you to remain steady and purposeful in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Facing challenges. Life's challenges are like a complex obstacle course. Some hurdles are predictable, others catch you off guard. The Stoic approach to facing these challenges is not about avoiding the course altogether, but about training yourself to navigate it with skill and grace. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Imagine you've just been laid off from your job. Your body might react with a surge of adrenaline, your mind racing with fears about the future. The Stoic mindset doesn't deny these initial reactions, but focuses on what comes next. Instead of spiraling into despair, you take a step back and ask, what aspects of this situation are under my control, and how can I respond productively? This approach transforms challenges from insurmountable walls into stepping stones for growth. When facing a difficult project at work, rather than feeling overwhelmed, break it down into manageable tasks. When dealing with a personal conflict, instead of getting caught up in blame or resentment, focus on understanding the other person's perspective and finding a constructive solution. Seneca offers another powerful insight. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. How often do we amplify our challenges by catastrophizing about potential outcomes? The Stoic practice encourages us to face our challenges head-on, with a clear mind and a focus on the present moment. By doing so, we often find that our capabilities far exceed our initial fears, and that each challenge overcome builds resilience for the next. Mindfulness and willpower. In our hyper-connected world, the mind often resembles a browser with too many tabs open. Mindfulness is the practice of closing those extraneous tabs and focusing on the task at hand. It's about being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and surroundings without getting caught up in them. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Confine yourself to the present." This ancient wisdom is particularly relevant today. When you're in a meeting, are you truly listening, or is your mind wandering to your to-do list? When you're with family, are you fully engaged, or are you mentally checking your email? Mindfulness is the antidote to this mental fragmentation. It's about bringing your full attention to whatever you're doing, whether it's a crucial business decision or simply brushing your teeth. Willpower, on the other hand, is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This encapsulates the essence of willpower. It's about aligning your actions with your intentions. When you're tempted to procrastinate on an important task, willpower is what helps you push through. When you're trying to break a bad habit, willpower is your ally in resisting temptation. The combination of mindfulness and willpower is potent. Mindfulness helps you become aware of your impulses and distractions, while willpower gives you the strength to act on that awareness. Together, they form a powerful tool for personal growth and achievement. By cultivating these qualities, you become the architect of your life, rather than a victim of circumstance. In a world that's constantly vying for your attention, the ability to focus and follow through on your intentions is nothing short of a superpower. Resilience and willpower. Imagine your mind as a fortress. Resilience is the sturdy walls that protect you from external assaults, while willpower is the disciplined army that defends from within. Together, they form an impenetrable defense against life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius, who faced countless trials as Roman emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the essence of resilience. When faced with a setback at work or a personal disappointment, your initial reaction might be frustration or despair. Your heart races, your muscles tense, but resilience allows you to take a step back and view the situation objectively. Willpower comes into play in how you respond. It's the force that pushes you to get up early to exercise, to resist the temptation of procrastination, to persist in the face of difficulties. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This is willpower in action, aligning your actions with your goals, despite discomfort or distractions. By cultivating resilience and willpower, you're not just weathering life's storms, you're thriving in them. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to strengthen your mental fortitude. Like a muscle, the more you exercise these qualities, the stronger they become, enabling you to tackle increasingly difficult obstacles with confidence and grace. Meditation and reflection. Picture your mind as a pond. Daily stresses and worries are like pebbles, creating ripples that distort the surface. Meditation is the practice of stilling these waters, allowing clarity and insight to emerge. Seneca advised, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Through regular meditation, you learn to observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Start your day with a few minutes of quiet reflection. As you sit in silence, notice the rhythm of your breath, the sensations in your body. When thoughts arise, perhaps worry about an upcoming presentation or regret over a past mistake, simply acknowledge them and let them pass, like clouds in the sky. Marcus Aurelius practiced daily reflection, writing in his journal each day. He noted, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This gratitude practice shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Regular meditation and reflection don't just reduce stress. They fundamentally change how you interact with the world. You become less reactive, more thoughtful in your responses. You gain perspective on your problems, seeing them as temporary waves rather than insurmountable tsunamis. This practice builds a reservoir of calm that you can draw upon in times of stress, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with equanimity and wisdom. Virtue and compassion. In Stoic philosophy, virtue isn't just about personal morality, it's the key to a fulfilling life. Imagine virtue as the North Star guiding your actions, with compassion as the warm light it casts on your path and those around you. Epictetus taught, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This perspective shifts our focus from selfish desires to gratitude and generosity. In a world driven by consumerism and instant gratification, practicing virtue and compassion is revolutionary. When faced with a moral dilemma at work, perhaps the opportunity to take credit for a colleague's idea, virtue guides you to act with integrity, even if it means personal sacrifice. Compassion extends this further, prompting you to support and elevate others. Your body might feel a momentary pang of lost opportunity, but your mind recognizes the greater satisfaction of acting honorably. By prioritizing virtue and compassion, you're not just improving your own life, you're contributing to a better world. Each act of kindness, each ethical decision ripples outward, influencing those around you. In a society often characterized by division and self-interest, embodying these Stoic principles can be a powerful force for positive change. Introspection and self-knowledge. Imagine your mind as a vast, unexplored territory. Introspection is the courageous act of venturing into this landscape, mapping its contours, uncovering hidden treasures and potential pitfalls. Socrates, a significant influence on Stoic thought, famously said, "Know thyself." This isn't just about listing your likes and dislikes. It's about understanding your deepest motivations, your reflexive reactions, your unconscious biases. When you receive criticism, Does your body tense up defensively? Does your mind immediately search for excuses? Recognizing these patterns is the first step to changing them. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." This internal exploration isn't always comfortable. You might uncover fears you've been avoiding or behaviors that don't align with your values. But this discomfort is the price of growth. By cultivating self-knowledge, you gain a superpower in navigating life's challenges. You become less reactive, more intentional in your choices. You're able to play to your strengths and mitigate your weaknesses. In a world that often encourages external focus, the Stoic practice of introspection provides a critical counterbalance, fostering authentic living and continuous self-improvement. Emotional control. Envision your emotions as wild horses. Untamed, they can lead you off course into dangerous territory. Emotional control is about becoming a skilled equestrian, able to guide these powerful forces in a productive direction. Epictetus wisely noted, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you receive upsetting news, your body might flood with stress hormones, your heart rate increasing, your muscles tensing. The Stoic approach isn't about suppressing these natural reactions, but about choosing your response to them. In practice, this might look like taking a deep breath before responding to a provocative email, or pausing to consider multiple perspectives when in a heated argument. It's about creating a space between stimulus and response, where you can choose your action rather than being driven by knee-jerk reactions. By mastering emotional control, you're not becoming cold or unfeeling. Rather, you're developing the ability to channel your emotions productively. Anger can be transformed into determination, fear into caution, desire into motivation. This skill allows you to maintain your equilibrium in a world of constant emotional stimuli, leading to better decisions, healthier relationships, and a more balanced life. Detachment. Imagine your life as a game of chess. Detachment is the ability to view the board from above, seeing all the pieces and potential moves without being overly invested in any single one. It's not about not caring, but about maintaining a broader perspective. Epictetus taught, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This doesn't mean passively accepting everything, but rather understanding what's within your control and what isn't. When you're stuck in traffic, your body might tense with frustration, your mind racing with worry about being late. Detachment allows you to step back and realize that while you can't control the traffic, you can control your reaction to it. In practice, detachment might look like setting goals without being overly attached to the outcome. You work hard on a project, but if it doesn't succeed as planned, you don't spiral into despair. Instead, you view it as a learning experience and move forward. This mindset reduces unnecessary suffering and allows for greater adaptability. By cultivating detachment, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of external events. You become more resilient, more adaptable, and paradoxically, more effective. It's about engaging fully with life while maintaining an inner stillness, allowing you to navigate both success and failure with equanimity. Gratitude. Picture gratitude as a pair of glasses that transforms how you see the world. When you put them on, suddenly the everyday becomes extraordinary, the mundane becomes miraculous. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This shift in perspective can be revolutionary. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, you train your mind to appreciate what's present. In practice, this might look like starting your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. Maybe it's the warmth of sunlight on your face, a supportive friend, or simply the ability to take a deep breath. Your body responds to this practice too. Gratitude has been shown to lower stress hormones and improve overall well-being. By making gratitude a daily habit, you're not just improving your own mood, you're changing how you interact with the world. You become more appreciative, more present, more aware of the abundance that surrounds you. This mindset fosters resilience, contentment, and positive relationships, creating a virtuous cycle of well-being. Facing fear. Imagine fear as a dark room. The Stoic approach isn't about pretending the darkness doesn't exist, but about learning to navigate it skillfully, perhaps even finding valuable treasures hidden in the shadows. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When faced with a fear, maybe public speaking or starting a new venture, your body might react with a racing heart and sweaty palms. Your mind might flood with worst-case scenarios. The Stoic approach is to shine a light of reason on these fears. In practice, this might involve asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And then, how likely is that, really? Often you'll find that your fears are overblown. Even if the worst did happen, you'd likely be able to handle it better than you think. This doesn't mean recklessly ignoring danger, but rather approaching it with clear-eyed rationality. By facing your fears head-on, you expand your comfort zone and build confidence. Each fear conquered becomes a stepping stone to greater courage. You learn to use fear as information rather than an obstacle, allowing you to take calculated risks and pursue meaningful goals despite discomfort. Adaptability. Think of adaptability as being like water. Water doesn't resist obstacles. It flows around them, over them, or even through them, always finding a path forward. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When faced with unexpected changes, a job loss, a relationship ending, a global pandemic, your initial reaction might be resistance. Your body tenses, your mind races with what-ifs and if-onlys. The Stoic approach is to accept the reality of the situation and focus on your response. Instead of wasting energy wishing things were different, you ask, given this new reality, what's the best way forward? This might involve learning new skills, adjusting your expectations, or finding creative solutions to new problems. By cultivating adaptability, you become resilient in the face of change. You're able to see opportunities where others see only obstacles. This flexibility not only reduces stress, but also allows you to thrive in an ever-changing world, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and innovation. Moderation. Imagine life as a delicate balance between excess and scarcity, like walking a tightrope. On one side, indulgence pulls you into distractions, while on the other, deprivation robs you of joy. Moderation is that steady, grounded step that keeps you centered. In a world where temptation is only a click away, whether it's overindulging in food, social media, or consumerism, Stoicism teaches us to seek balance, not through denial, but through conscious choice. Seneca wisely noted, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Cravings, whether for material goods or recognition, can create an insatiable hunger that clouds judgment and leads to a cycle of dissatisfaction. Picture yourself at a party where the food is endless, and your plate is full. As you eat more and more, your body feels sluggish, your mind distracted. You're no longer enjoying the experience, but instead, you're consuming for the sake of consumption. This is where moderation steps in. Instead of letting impulse control you, take a moment, pause, and evaluate. Have you had enough? Can you find contentment in simplicity? In modern life, practicing moderation might mean setting limits on screen time, resisting the urge to buy the latest gadget, or taking just one more serving when the temptation to binge is strong. Your body will thank you for the restraint, your mind will be clearer, and you'll find that satisfaction isn't about quantity, it's about quality. By applying moderation to everyday choices, you free yourself from the chaos of excess and find peace in just enough. The beauty of moderation is that it empowers you to enjoy life's pleasures without letting them dominate you. You aren't denying yourself the joys of the world. You're simply mastering the art of temperance. This practice builds discipline and clarity, teaching you that happiness doesn't come from more, it comes from appreciating the right amount. In a culture that constantly pushes us to want more, the Stoic lesson of moderation is a powerful counterbalance, reminding us that true wealth lies in the ability to say, "This is enough." Self-discipline. Think of self-discipline as the backbone of your character, the sturdy framework that supports your growth. In today's world of instant gratification, from fast food to quick likes on social media, self-discipline is a rare and valuable trait. It's the ability to delay short-term rewards for long-term gains, to set goals and follow through even when the path is difficult. Just like a muscle, the more you exercise discipline, the stronger it becomes. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Imagine you've set a goal to wake up early every day to exercise. The alarm goes off, and your body begs for more sleep. Your mind justifies hitting snooze. This is the critical moment where self-discipline takes center stage. Do you give in to immediate comfort, or do you push yourself out of bed, knowing the long-term benefit outweighs the momentary discomfort? Stoicism teaches us that the ability to master ourselves, to control impulses and distractions, is the true key to freedom. In practice, self-discipline might involve breaking down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Whether it's committing to a healthier lifestyle or focusing on personal development, discipline is about showing up daily, even when motivation fades. The modern man often faces a barrage of distractions: Netflix, social media, endless entertainment options. Each time you resist the pull of these distractions, you strengthen your resolve and inch closer to greatness. You are training your mind and body to work in alignment with your higher self. Self-discipline isn't about being rigid or joyless. It's about creating a life where your actions align with your values, where you have control over your decisions rather than being a victim of fleeting impulses. The daily practice of discipline is a commitment to yourself, a pledge to prioritize your long-term growth over short-term comfort. With self-discipline, you lay the foundation for achieving lasting success and fulfillment in life. Honesty and integrity. Honesty is like a clear mirror that reflects not just your image, but your character. Integrity, in turn, is the unwavering commitment to keep that mirror clean. In a world full of shortcuts and half-truths, practicing honesty and integrity can feel like swimming upstream. But these qualities, rooted in Stoic philosophy, are the bedrock of trust, both in yourself and in your relationships with others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, Do not say it. Picture a scenario at work. You're tempted to exaggerate your role in a project to win praise, or perhaps you omit certain details to avoid blame. Your body reacts with a flicker of anxiety. Your mind justifies the small lie. But what Stoicism teaches us is that every time we stray from honesty, we weaken our moral fiber. Instead, by choosing integrity, you feel the immediate sense of alignment. Your actions match your values, and your mind is free from the burden of dishonesty. In today's fast-paced world, honesty often gets sidelined in the rush for success, but practicing integrity means sticking to your principles even when it's inconvenient. It's the courage to admit mistakes, to give credit where it's due, to be transparent when it would be easier to hide. Your body relaxes, your mind clears, and your relationships deepen because honesty builds trust and respect. Ultimately, honesty and integrity are gifts you give yourself. They provide a steady moral compass, ensuring that no matter how chaotic life becomes, you stay true to your values. In a world where it's easy to bend the truth or compromise your principles, living with integrity is a mark of strength. It's a quiet, powerful form of greatness, one that leads to peace of mind and unshakable self-respect. Acceptance of fate. Imagine life as a river and you as a boat traveling downstream. The currents are strong, the twists and turns are unpredictable. You can try to fight against the flow, but all that does is exhaust you. The Stoic approach is to accept the current. This is what we call amor fati, the love of fate. It's about embracing the things that happen, good or bad, not with resignation, but with the understanding that every twist in the river brings you closer to your destination. Epictetus said, "Do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish that what happens happens the way it happens. Then you will be happy." Think of a time when things didn't go as planned. Maybe you were passed over for a promotion, or a relationship ended unexpectedly. Your body reacts with tension. Your mind spirals into frustration, replaying scenarios of how things should have been. But Stoicism teaches us to accept what is, rather than resist what isn't. This mindset shifts you from being a passive victim of circumstance to an active participant in your own life. In daily life, acceptance doesn't mean passivity or giving up on goals. It means recognizing what's beyond your control and focusing your energy on what you can change: your attitude, your actions, your response. Imagine being stuck in traffic. You can let the frustration boil over, tensing your body and stressing your mind. Or you can accept the situation and use that time for reflection, perhaps listening to an audiobook or practicing mindful breathing. The choice is always yours. By practicing the Stoic principle of accepting fate, you learn to flow with life rather than fight against it. This acceptance fosters inner peace and resilience, allowing you to navigate life's inevitable hardships with grace. You stop wasting energy on wishing things were different and instead embrace the reality of your situation, empowering yourself to move forward with clarity and strength. At the heart of Stoicism lies the understanding that life is a series of moments, decisions, and challenges that shape who we are. Each principle we've explored, moderation, self-discipline, honesty, and acceptance of fate, provides us with the tools to navigate these moments with clarity and strength. By applying these ideas, you aren't just reacting to life, you're actively shaping it, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. And as you master these skills, you might find that something profound starts to shift. A calm confidence emerges, the kind that doesn't need to announce itself, but speaks volumes through your actions. You start to realize that greatness is not some distant, unattainable peak. It's in the everyday, in how you carry yourself, in how you respond to life's challenges with poise. And as you continue on this path of Stoic mastery, there's one crucial aspect that ties it all together: motivation. Knowing what to do is only half the battle. To truly live with purpose, you need the drive to put these principles into practice every day. That's why in my next video, Stoic Motivation from the 5 Stoics, we'll explore how the wisdom of the great Stoics can fuel your inner fire and keep you moving forward, no matter the obstacles you face. So if you're ready to deepen your journey and keep refining your mindset, be sure to watch that next video. If you found this one helpful, don't forget to share it with others who might benefit, and click the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated on everything we have to offer. Your journey to Stoic greatness continues here. Thank you for watching.